What is going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to another video. So I had some requests on my helmet setup, and I'm going to be showing you guys my MotoVlogging setup and what I use. So here we have my helmet. This is my go-to. This is the Scorpion Exo-R1 in the Air Corpus colorway, which basically has a matte black finish with this sort of carbon fiber pattern on here. It's not real carbon fiber. The whole thing is like some polycarbonate construction. And it's actually really lightweight. It weighs about like 3.5 pounds as a size medium. Now, depending on the size that you get, it'll always vary in weight, but it's a fairly light helmet. And that was actually one of the selling points of this helmet. I just really wanted something lightweight because I knew I was going to be adding a lot of attachments and equipment to it, which would increase the weight of it. So, talking about what I have done to the helmet so far, besides all these decals and stickers for design purposes, over here we have a Sena 50S, and this is a Bluetooth intercom which I use to listen to my music, my GPS, and whatever. It's a really great system. It works really well. Sound quality is amazing. Only problem though is the volume. I mean, it does get pretty loud. I always crank it up to like max volume, but with my loud exhaust as well, it makes it hard to hear. So I wish they would have improved the volume levels. But when I had my stock exhaust, it was more than enough in volume. And I will show you guys all the cabling and how I actually set it up inside the helmet. But moving on to the front of the helmet, I have the GoPro Hero 5, so a bit of an older one. No ND filter, and I have it connected to a mic adapter in this housing, which I don't know the brand of just because I taped it off. But it was like some random Chinese like brand that I found for like a couple bucks. But yeah, it basically keeps the adapter inside of this housing rather than having to tape it on the outside, which is what I used to do. And then I have the GoPro inside the casing as well. Now this is a Purple Panda lav mic, which plugs into the adapter, and the adapter comes out, plugs into the GoPro. So it's kind of like a loop setup. And yeah, that's pretty much the GoPro setup. Now it's actually connected via a chin mount. That's actually the brand that created the mount, and it's connected with double-sided adhesive like 3M, but I gotta say I wasn't very happy with it because it wasn't strong enough 3M tape, so it kept falling off, and that's why I have a gaff taped over it, all over, like literally just like tape bundled up in there. And I've actually replaced the 3M adhesive in the back multiple times, like 20 to 30 times already. And I would peel it off, use some alcohol to wipe down, so there's literally no grease, no nothing, just so I can maximize the adhesion. And I even sometimes use adhesive promoter because I have some for vinyl wrapping and it doesn't hold. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the design of this specific one, but I've seen a lot of people use chin mounts and have great experiences. So I mean, it could just be mine specifically. I didn't reach out to them or ask them about it. You know, I figured I'll just let them slide with it. Tinted visor on here as well. You know, I always ride with tinted visors. Now let's look at the actual inside. I gotta take my gloves out. This is where I usually keep them. So up here with the GoPro setup, the Purple Panda microphone comes out here and goes into this little gap, and I actually cut a hole over here inside my chin cover thing just so I can feed that cable through. And that's the microphone. It comes out over here, as you can see, underneath the emergency strap, and it's connected by like a I'm gonna just lift this up a little bit. It's connected to like an adapter. I don't know why it does that, but I think that's just how it works. And then it just kind of loops around the emergency, and then right where the chin area is, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but literally right inside this dark spot, that's where the Purple Panda microphone is. The lav mic is literally just taped onto the chin area. Now, as you can see, there's another microphone over here. This one's a lot bigger, and it comes out through the emergency tab, and this is actually for the Sena system. So if I gotta take phone calls or talk to Siri, that's how I do that. So there are two microphones in this helmet, one on each side. The GoPro microphone is just strictly for recording purposes, just to get the audio as I make my moto vlogs. And then the Sena microphone on this side is just for phone calls. And then in terms of the speakers of the Sena system, there are two on each side. Yet again, it's kind of hard to see I'm gonna see if I can get my flashlight, if that's gonna help. Okay, so let me show you guys the inside of the helmet. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that little circle down there, like right where the corner of my phone is, that is actually a speaker from the Senna. There are two that go on each side, and it just basically goes into like the pockets of the helmet. And then there are cables that come out of it, which I feed in between the cheek pads. If you can see the Senna over here, this is like held on by like basically friction. It just clamps on, and this cable goes in here. One just goes directly to the speaker on the left side, and the other one on the right side, I put the cable actually behind inside this gap all the way around and into the helmet. So there's literally cables all over this helmet, literally front and rear. Like this whole entire thing is decked out. And yeah, that's basically my helmet setup. Nothing else is really done to it. I was thinking about somehow installing like a battery pack onto the helmet, either on the inside or the outside, and looping the cables through to connect to the GoPro, because GoPro batteries don't last for very long. Like if I do a 30-40 minute recording, it's basically done. So if I can find some sort of way of connecting a battery pack on a helmet and, you know, making longer videos or longer recordings. I was kind of hesitant on mounting it on the outside of the helmet because, you know, things could fly off, and there's really not much space inside the helmet unless I want to really start shoving things in between the cheek pads, which is not going to be comfortable because I can feel it against my head. Second, it's not as safe, you know, because now there's like some random battery pack inside your head, you know, like if you get into a crash or something happens and something shorts, that thing's going to blow up in your head, which is not good. I know I rambled a lot, but this is my motovlogging setup. Pretty simple, very straightforward. If you guys have any questions or comments or what type of equipment, you know, let me know in the comments below. With that being said, it's been your boy RickyMoto, and I'll see you in the next one.